We are live. Let's, as long as we're waiting on people, let's talk about stuff. Specifically, game stuff. Meldog. You have some sort of relationship with Chad.
What?
Let's talk about that.
What was our relationship? I thought I just met him because I was trying to find Gideon and Jan Flanagan, right? And he was just kind of there. I'm like, hey, how's it going?
I thought you, like, at one point you said we need to go to Bodacious Boogie Boards, and you gave me the description of the place.
Chad. Nope, yeah, that's Chad. I'm thinking Constantine, and that's right.
I don't care about Constantine. Fuck that guy.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, I've known Chad for probably 8 or 9 years because I like my boogie boards, and I would go to a shop and chit chat and spend a lot of money on decks and stuff, and that's how we became friends. And it's like that one usual, and it's like a professional relationship on one side, but the other person thinks they're friends. And
Oh, so you think you're friends with Chad, but he's just like, you're giving me good money.
yeah, it's like the bad analogy is it's like you go to a card shop and it's the annoying guy, and everybody at the store is very nice to him, but he's kind of like no one wants to be around him kind of situation.
So, how did it take, or how did Meldog go so long without knowing that Chad was actually Jesus?
First off, he's Jewish, so I don't think he's really like.
He's not familiar with the Christian mythology.
Oh no, I believe they are, but he's just he only sees what other people put out around it. He's very kind of heads down, kind of minds his own business about religion stuff. But
What do they call it when he's when you're hyper focused, but it's
blinders.
Yeah, like blinders. That's what I'm thinking.
Pretty much. He doesn't care. He's a man of his hobbies, and he rather have sweet big bopping anime lady boobas instead of the Lord and Savior Jesus Christ.
I want to explore more of Meldog, the anime fan, but I'm not sure how to do it yet.
Well, we did go to the anime convention last time, and I dressed up in my Go Kill cosplay, including the mini skirt.
It was like a mix between, what is it, that Kill la Kill and Sailor Moon?
Having a giant sword, it's a pair of really over the top nunchucks that would not be functional whatsoever.
Oh yeah, like logs with a chain in between them.
And spikes. No, I think I described it as two Sailor Moon wands tied up with a chain.
Excellent. We're gonna. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I think I'm gonna put y'all in an anime at some point. You're gonna get sucked into a TV.
And what you need to do is you need to just give us a situation, and then I know it, and we go back and forth and world build as we go. It's like that scene where Kagurashi-san and Kumaru become one, and they join forces by touching each other's feet.
You're gonna know the whole plot of the episode, and we're just gonna experience it. Except you're gonna
each other's feet.
Or it would be your favorite character dies in that episode, and you want to fix it or something.
Yes, I did. That is exactly what I said. I'm sorry.
Is that a real thing? Because that's a Kurt Vonnegut created a fake religion where the whole thing was you touch the soles of your feet to each other.
I just picked something that would sound anime, but
Sup?
Yo.
How you feeling, Brett?
Much better. Well, not much better. I'm still sleepy, but not as bad as Sunday. Sunday I was out all day.
That was me last Tuesday.
Yeah, I don't know what was wrong. I got up. Let's see. I probably didn't get out of bed until way late, and then I sat in the chair and went right back to sleep.
Ugh.
And then my wife woke me up and was like, "Hey, are we gonna do dinner?" I was like, "Uh-oh." What do you mean, are we gonna do dinner? It was like 1 o'clock when I closed my eyes.
Yeah, that was yesterday. 1 o'clock yesterday. I'm glad you're feeling better.
Thank you.
So we're doing a little bit of background on our heroes because we're to kill time. Did I lose connection with everyone? Oh no. Can I be heard now?
What happened there?
I don't like everything just broke
I don't know,
for me.
but everything broke for me as well. Like
Yeah,
everything
everybody
froze up
stopped.
for a second.
Did Discord just like give us a mutual like lag?
Discord was like, fuck everyone.
That was- that
This is
was-
why we're selling to Microsoft.
So, before Discord decided to say no, I was saying that we're doing character stuff while we wait on people to show up, learning
Sure.
more about characters. And I have a question for Chance Winterbottoms specifically. Now,
Okay.
there is a guy that you've referenced multiple times at this point that JoJo Siwa reports to. What is his name again?
I wish we had talked about him more. I think I only brought him up the first night, and y'all
It's
No,
okay if you make
okay.
up a new name.
focus so much on. Well, I tried to remember last playtime too, and I couldn't because I picked a guy for a reason, and I can't remember.
Was it was it a real person?
Yeah, it was somebody famous.
It's like
I
George
think.
something.
I don't remember.
George C. Scott? No.
Scrooge?
Not Scrooge.
You've never seen the George C. Scott Scrooge?
Yeah, because I was trying to remember last time we were playing who I said, and it wasn't coming to me.
So
Because he was really supposed to be more in charge than JoJo was.
So-
Y'all like JoJo so much, she got a lot more involved.
JoJo is not in charge at all. But I want to do your actual guy justice, and I need to know who he is so I can look at him.
Okay.
And JoJo thinks I'm playing as JoJo doesn't want her boss to know what she's doing.
Who did I say it was? Dadgummit. If I could even remember what they did, I'd throw out another. I don't think it was a famous musician. I think I chose somebody that was like slightly more serious than a pop musician or something. Let me think about it real quick.
Okay. Like if you need to go back to like one of the videos, I think you could probably
Yeah.
go back to one of the war ones.
Yeah, let me check that. That was.
That was a while ago.
Let's see if I can pull
It's
that up.
a character I want to do, but I just
Okay.
haven't had an opportunity yet.
Okay, I'll see if I can find who I named.
Gregory Falcon.
Does anybody need an Xbox memory unit? The most useless memory card ever?
I bet you could take it apart and put a thumbstick on it.
Probably.
How much can that thing hold?
64 megabytes.
I think it was. I think it was because I remember one of my first Xboxes broke and I had to get another one, and I wanted to move my KOTOR save over, but the KOTOR save itself is too big for the memory card.
It wouldn't save Morrowind either because
Mm-mm.
somebody broke into my house and stole my Xbox back when 20 something years ago when it was brand new. And I had this awesome Morrowind playthrough. Lost it all because you couldn't save it. There was no way to save it off of your console at the time.
Mm-hmm.
Can we take a moment of silence for the Xbox came out 20 years ago?
Yes.
That hurt. That hurts me. That hurts me, and I wish I was young still.
Yeah.
We're
What?
5 generations in now, or no, 4. Yeah, 4 generations of Xbox.
Because we had
The Xbox memory card is 8 megabytes.
and it's more than the PlayStation 2 one, right?
PlayStation 2 one is 8 megabytes.
Oh, they were competing.
You could get
The
16
PlayStation 1 memory card is 1 megabyte,
I had a
but they
PlayStation-
divided it into 15 blocks.
I had a PlayStation 2 memory card that was it was like third party, and you had to put a disc in before you played any game for the memory card to work.
They did that with the Game Shark for a while.
Yeah,
It was
so
weird.
once they moved away from like parallel ports, serial ports on the systems, they had to go to a disk and memory card version where you had to plug the memory card in, choose the codes off, and all that kind of stuff, and then you could start the game. I have a are we streaming?
Yes.
Okay.
So you don't have a.
Dot.
I have a PS2 behind me.
Oh, okay.
I have a Super Nintendo and a top-loading NES.
Remember the Super Nintendo Game Shark, or was it the N64 one where you attached it to the cartridge?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
that
do
was-
that. You did that with
Did
all
that
the
with-
cartridge-based stuff.
Yeah, the original Nintendo one. I had that one. The Game Genie.
I
Yeah,
remember Game Genie.
I have this nice little guy right here, which lets me hook my 3DS cards up to my computer, and I can back up my games.
Oh, that's neat.
Or no, not back up the games, back up the saves
Yeah,
on
yeah.
the games, not the like the games itself.
Oh,
It doesn't have that capability.
Does that specifically work for that damn game that had the DLC that you can only buy once? It was Final Fantasy something.
You know what? I'm gonna look at that right now. Actually,
I thought you were gonna say Pokemon Ranger because they had that thing where each cartridge came with one promotional Pokemon and that was it. And
so
So
you beat.
they
So
still
with-
do that. This thing came with a promotional Mew in it, the Pokeball game for the Switch game, and there's only one of it. So if you reset this thing, it's still gone.
So with Final Fantasy Explorers for the 3DS, I got the collector's edition, and the collector's edition came with a special DLC code. DLC code can only be used once, and it can only be tied to one save file. So if you erase that save file after you redeem that code, DLC gone.
Oh, for me, I just picked up Medieval for PS4, the remake, and if you didn't play the demo, you don't get to have the hard mode.
Yeah, yeah. There's a helmet that just makes everything harder. Yeah, I made sure to play the demo just so I could get that item.
I thought I downloaded the demo, but I never played the demo because I didn't want to play it twice and stuff. And I went to go play the demo. Finally, the demo's gone. I asked my brother to play the demo.
Oh wait, it got taken off your system.
Or it wasn't in my purchase things because I've been moving stuff over.
Yeah, because I remember them advertising it, limited time demo, get it now, or something like that.
So you can't just play the game and get the helmet. You have to have had the purchase. Of the
Yeah.
demo.
Yeah,
I don't get it.
and I did that 2 years before I got the game because I got the game around Christmas, around Halloween of last year, and when I started the game up, helmet was there.
It's a bunch of bullshit.
I hate that shit. I hate that shit so much.
It ruins the game. It can ruin a game. You always saying that it's available, but you can't have it. Every time I boot up the game, it's like it's right there. It's like don't forget the DLC. You can't have. And I cry.
So let's see. So this thing has slot 1 codes. I'd have to remember what the items were.
The items that you need for the DLC?
Like I gotta remember what they were. If I really wanted to look, I could just pull down my collector's edition and look at the code card. Because I think it was one of them was a weapon. It was like a special gun.
Are we talking
I'd have
about
to
a
look up
different
the name.
game?
I'm talking about Final Fantasy Explorers.
Okay, yeah. There are guns in that game? It's been so
yeah, you
long
could play.
since I played.
You could play as a machinist, and guns were one of them.
Oh yeah, they had like it wasn't a gun. It was like, well, it was called a gun. I remember it as like a bagpipe that was a grenade launcher or something. Does that sound right?
Yeah, that sounds right. Yeah.
Which is the only gun I would want to have, a bagpipe grenade launcher. Can I play an machinist now in D&D next game? Bagpipe grenade launcher.
Okay, yeah. One of the DLC weapons was the death penalty from Dirge of Cerberus, which was one of Vincent's guns.
Yep, that sounds right.
Let's see. All right, let's see if that's in the list here. Death penalty. We want. Yep. Okay. Hey, I can add it in. Cool. Crimson Blitz, death penalty, Thyrus, and Crimson Blitz, and Venus Cosp. Yep. Awesome. Because that's some serious bullshit. That you get a one-time DLC code.
I'm looking for the George guy now.
But I am excited to get started on this guy tonight, probably.
Really bad at this game. It's supposed to be good. I don't care enough about it.
That's fair. Have you tried Project Triangle demo?
I have not. I've been real into Divinity because I want to finish it before day after tomorrow. Because Solasta, Crown of the Magister.
Do you say? Are you meaning the day after tomorrow, which is Friday, or?
Yes, I mean it. I mean I want to finish it by Friday.
Okay.
Because there is a D&D game or a D&D based game called Solasta, Crown of the Magister, and they are ending their early access on Friday, but they're going to put their game on sale first, and then. So it's going to be cheaper than the early access price, and then the price is going to go up to above the early access price. So I want to buy that game and start it. But I need to finish Divinity. I think I'm on the last boss now.
So before I came upstairs, that's why I was like, I'll be in a minute. Is I'm at the very end of Dragon Quest III, and I literally walked up to the final boss, and he initiated conversation with me before the fight. And then I look at the clock and I'm like, fuck, it's 8. So I had to put it into...
Exactly what was happening to me, except I lost to the boss 3 times. And then I was like, oh no. That last fight is just fucking awful so far.
Aren't you doing that solo?
I am. Fane is kicking some ass. But this last fight, it's like 8 versus 1.
You got this.
So it's like, how many people can I kill before my first turn is over?
Murder Hobo, solo edition.
Yes. Well, if you want to play solo, you have to be Murder Hobo, and you have to indiscriminately kill people just for XP. You're like, you're a paladin. I know you got some XP. You gonna die.
They don't give you like NPC party members, like Pillars of Eternity. Or,
they do. I am not playing with any party members.
Hardcore.
I'm playing on honor or tactician level difficulty with just one character.
Good God, man.
And I'm getting wrecked.
I bet. I'm glad you reminded me about that DLC on Final Fantasy Explorers, because I should probably just make a second save with everything. That way, in the eventuality of, because this program accesses a server to do all this stuff. Because it's a power save. It's a 3DS power save.
Oh.
Yeah, so it like accesses their servers to apply the code, and then you re-download it.
There you go.
It's the weirdest thing.
So really what you needed to do was like when you first downloaded the DLC, hit save.
Yeah.
And then take that.
Well, what I'm gonna do probably tonight is you get 2 save files on the card. So on the second one, I'm just gonna make a new game, put all the DLC in, save it, and then back up the save.
Yep, that makes sense.
Game
Pretty good
sometime.
plan.
It's
Is he-
Started playing that Magic Legends early, or what is that, open beta today.
Is that on mobile?
It looks like it's on mobile. It's on Epic Game Store. But
Brought to you by.
well, no, that's just the it's that and then their own client. But
You know what? I need to boot up Epic. I'm sure I need to update it.
it
It's been a while since I've opened it.
the game it's cool to see Magic the Gathering locations and characters like rendered in 3D, but it's playing Diablo without the satisfaction of loot.
That's
What's the
disappointing.
point? Well, what's the point then?
So all of your spells are done through cards, and there's no equipment, from what I've seen so far. But I'm probably still in the tutorial. But I'm just like, you go from pack to pack to pack, and then it's just nothing. Like there's some gold you can pick up, but it just feels empty in between like actions. It's really weird. Like the you get some cool spells and stuff during the opening of the game, but yeah, it's weird. It's the best way to describe it.
All right, it's almost 8:30, and our two slow people aren't here yet. I had to go to the Sprint Spore. What? He said he just got back 20 minutes ago. We're not gonna wait on Jeff. Last time on Dragon Ball Z, what happened? Y'all.
It's been 2 weeks.
So young Flanagan ascended to be
Yes.
the chosen one with his halberd of fire. Constantine was about to open the door to some vampires that are scratching at the window. And Gideon had just consumed Kirk
Right,
in front of everyone.
right.
Let's do a quick flashback about why Kirk is an important character. As you see Kirk being devoured, you see a flashback of all the times where he's been mentioned. Back when Constantine and crew, I think not all of y'all, but I think Constantine and Flanagan were coming out of the police station, and Jesus had a couple of sandwiches, and he was going into the police station to eat lunch with a friend. And then at one point, Chad brought Meldog a coffee and said that he had to go soon so that he could go visit a friend in the hospital. And then at one point, Jojo Siwa said, "Hey, there's this crazy person with long hair in the hospital." We cut to a scene of Jesus sitting in the hospital room, playing on his phone in Captain Kirk's room.
Kirk was Moses, wasn't he?
And then Gideon descended from the ceiling and ate him in front of Jesus.
Uh-oh.
That's an oops.
And Meldog, you look over and see Jesus standing there with his mouth agape, watching it happen as he slowly raises his hands, and then it all goes dark. And
But
the entire party finds themselves on the floor, ears ringing like a grenade or a flashbang just went off. And as the party comes to, you see the entire front window of Bodacious Boogie Boards has been blown out as Jesus is stepping through it, with a glowing white aura coming off his eyes. I think there's like a scene in Scott Pilgrim vs. the World where the vegan guy has like white flames coming off his eyes.
Oh, yeah.
Imagine that, except Jesus with long hair, and you look across the street, and you see a crater in the wall of the building across the street, and you see a Gideon slime embedded in it. And you also see the vampires no longer needing an invitation in the door because the window is not there anymore, as Jesus approaches Gideon, taking no interest in the vampires anymore.
Uh-oh.
What does the party do?
I'm going to. I really regret not making Bodacious Boogie Boards the hangout, but
The
I
Haven?
don't think.
Do you? Are you sure you want it to be the Haven now?
Well, this place has been torn up so many times. I'm kind of glad that I chose a abandoned Port Authority.
Don't worry, we'll shred it up soon.
No.
It's an abandoned building. There can't be any casualties there, right?
But it's my abandoned building that I am currently squatting in. I'm going to take my hunting rifle and I'm going to take a pot shot at whoever's closest to the window trying to get inside.
One of the vampires? Alright, go ahead and roll kick some ass.
Kick some ass. Oh,
Not bad.
Ooh,
Starting strong tonight.
Starting strong. How much damage do you kick some ass do?
2.
How much does it do with an advanced, or with a... What's that thing do? Choose an extra effect.
Let me find that season effect here. I hate how it sometimes saves when things are open and when not. Gain an advantage +1 forward. I'm gonna give Flanagan 1 forward.
Okay, so you do 2 harm and give Flanagan 1 forward. Okay, as you fire off your shot, the vampire, he lunges at you with his arm through the window. He's obviously out of reach, but you feel shards of glass sink into your neck as he chunks a shard of glass at you for 2 harm.
With armor piercing or
Not armor piercing.
good?
Your armor would absorb some of that. Or all of it. I don't know how much armor you have.
Armor.
There you go. The glass sinks into your armor. Hopefully you don't touch it and cut your hand or something.
Owie.
I'm Flanagan is going to just kind of move towards the window and stab at one of the vampires with his new weapon.
Are you stabbing or slashing? Because this is a halberd, right? This is a big fucking weapon.
You can do both with a halberd.
Okay, so you're going for a spear.
Yeah.
You're going for a poke as opposed to a sweep.
Yeah. Yeah.
Are you poking for the brain or are you poking for the crotch?
Poking for the heart.
Okay. Go ahead and roll kick some ass.
Kick
And
some
poke for his
ass.
heart. Flanagan, overcome with his new chosen powers and a desire to, I don't know, do you have a desire to do good? A desire to kill vampires? A desire to not go for the head? Because
Stab vampires, stab him in the heart.
not these vampires.
Not these vampires. Then, sure.
You've already stabbed in the heart. As you sink your halberd into the heart, bringing him to the ground, he climbs up it with his arms, and you see the flashback of Meldog's his training videos from the agency, where they say, "Always decapitate a vampire."
No, it's stake to the heart or decapitate a vampire. We've established those
It's
two.
specifically stake to the heart or decapitate.
Does it have to be a wooden stake, or can it be a giant 50-foot long spear?
Spear of fire.
Yeah.
You know what?
A spear of fire and obsidian.
It appears to need a stake of special stake. as you sink it into him, doing 2 harm, he grabs the shaft and climbs up it and punches you in the face. For how much harm did these vampires do? 2 harm.
0.
Fuck you and your invincible shit. I'm gonna kill one of y'all. As he punches you,
As he punches me, I'm gonna grab his fist.
you don't want to let him just punch you.
Well, no, he's gonna do the punch, and then I'm gonna grab him as he does the punch, and then I'm going to take the halberd, knee him down to the floor, and just cut his head off.
Are you gonna like remove it and then slash, or are you gonna like work it up the whole body?
What do you mean? I'm slashing across.
Oh, slash across the back. All right. I was really hoping for an Avengers scene where like Thanos punches Captain Marvel and it doesn't do anything. Have y'all watched Avengers Endgame recently?
You know when I watched it at 7 p.m. and I have not seen it since then.
I watched it this past weekend because I've always got something going in the background.
I've been wanting to watch a few of those movies again, so I think I might have to watch it.
I had to go watch it after watching Falcon and the Winter Soldier because that started on Friday. As you go ahead and roll kick some ass to decapitate
Sure.
this vampire.
Kick some ass.
As you slash down on it, he rakes across your face for 2 harm.
0.
And then just his nails break off on your face. And as his nails rake across your face, his head rolls in the other direction. Chance,
Were there more vampires? How many vampires did we, I'm sorry, let me ask. Well, I guess that's more of a... How many vampires did we just kind of like see immediately?
You saw 4.
Okay.
Chance Winterbottoms. Jojo Siwa has been knocked unconscious on the ground. You don't have special powers.
No.
Do you want to?
By the way, I looked it up. I said Stephen Root is her superior.
Stephen Root. How do you spell that?
Steven Root, I think. Root.
Okay.
I think he might be a PH. I can never remember.
I'll Google him. He'll come up.
Yeah, you'll know. So how many? So what is Chance looking at right now? Now that all this has gone down.
So Chance has seen Jojo Siwa blown to the ground, Gideon in a crater on the other wall, Constantine is knocked unconscious at the door, and Meldog and young Flanagan have just ended.
It's just Flanagan now. The young is gone.
He's middle Flanagan now. So Flanagan has Meldog and Flanagan have dealt with 1 vampire. There's 3 more on the field currently. Jesus is pounding Gideon into oblivion across the street. And you see a glimpse of light flash off the wall 2 stories up from across the street.
Across the street, I see it.
Yes.
Just a glimmer.
Just a glimmer through a window.
Okay. Well, I don't really have time to worry about that right now, but I'm going to make a mental note and move in on one of these other vampires.
They are all outside of the building, and you are inside.
Oh, they are? Okay.
Yes, but the building has a giant gaping hole because the window is no longer there. Because Jesus threw Gideon through it.
Okay. Well, then I would like to, if I'm not near them, I'm gonna try to look back and see if I can see what's causing that reflection.
Roll investigate a mystery. if you roll bad on this. Oh, you didn't roll bad. That's good.
Would I gotten like sniped in the brain?
I mean, not sniped, but it would have been great. I think you get 2 questions on investigative mystery. Yeah, hold 2. What are your 2 questions?
All right. Let me see. Well, I guess along the lines of where did it go, I want to kind of trace back from that glimmer what would have caused the reflection and try to pinpoint it back to where it would have come from.
Sure. So, looking at that glimmer and trying to determine where it went, there's a window right off of it, and you can definitely see a figure in the window looking down on the events that are transpiring.
Okay, and what sort of creature is it?
That is very hard to decipher from here, and you don't have any. I'm trying to think. As you look from the glimmer to the window, you see a figure, and the moonlight hits it just so, and you see its mouth, and you see sharp teeth, and specifically 2 sharp teeth, as they shine bright in the moonlight.
He must
Okay.
have some really good like whitening things. If you can
Vampires and whitening, man, it's incredible. Actually, every vampire here is a dentist. And they don't
Well,
believe
I'm
in
gonna-
coffee or tea.
Chance is going to yell at Jesus to get off Gideon and help out with these vampires.
Gideon appears to be in a rage. As
Jesus is?
Yes. He doesn't look like he's dishing out any mercy currently.
Save some for the vampires, Jesus. I guess, so... I need to figure out a way to get to where that other vampire is that I just caught the reflection of. So Chance is gonna work on getting over there.
You
And
wanna,
sneaking up.
do you want to run out the window through 3 vampires to get to one that's in a building 2 stories up? Yes.
No, I want to creep around.
You want to creep around like the back door? So you're in the front sales section of Bodacious Boogie Boards. You could go out the back alley exit if you wanted to be sneaky.
Yeah, I'd like to try to sneak out the back and go around the block. I want to try to sneak up on the guy that's hiding from the rest of us. I want to get the drop on him. Chance does.
Okay, so you would have to sneak out, get into the building across the street without being seen, and then get into the apartment above the store level of that building.
Chance would certainly like to try.
I would love to. I want to see all of this happen so badly. All right, I'm sidelining everyone else. Let's do this. I don't think you need to roll to run out the back door. I think the vampires will think you a coward trying to escape and will let you because they have big fish to fry. As you run out the back alley, you hear a screech of tires as a beat-up looking older vehicle comes to a stop, and out comes... Have you met Helena yet?
Mm-mm.
Out comes a dwarf lady. Not and specifically a fantasy dwarf lady.
Now she shows up. I hate you. 4 opportunities to get her in the scene last time, and no, and then it's really gone.
To be absolutely fair, if Jeff was here, I was going to have him bounce off of her car window and into a wall and then get pummeled by Jesus. You see this dwarf lady pop out of a car with a satchel over her shoulder and come running in your direction towards the back door.
Okay.
She
I'm gonna, kind of Chance holds out his hands and say, "Whoa, are you going in there to fight? Because I need your help if you are. We have another task."
They didn't say anything about fighting. They said, come heal this man. He's the man with the sexy boots.
Oh, you're here to heal someone?
Yes.
They're probably in there somewhere. I gotta go.
Okay, bye. She runs into the building. And then she runs out of the building. There's vampires! What are you doing?
I told you. I led with that. You completely ignored me.
I said I was here to heal sexy boots. He's already standing up and fighting with some big ass weapon. He appears to be fine.
We have another vampire.
I don't even know who you are.
You look useful. My name's Chance. Come on. We'll get to know each other on the way.
My name is Helena. She holds out her hand.
Nice to meet you, Helena. Let's go kill a vampire.
What the fuck?
She's so much nicer to him too. This is unfair.
It'll be fine. You'll love it.
The vampires, I don't... She reaches into her bag, pulls out a clove of garlic. Does this work?
Oh, yeah. Hang on. Can I have some? I love garlic. I'll just gnaw on one while we head over there, too.
Okay, she hands you a clove of garlic, completely skinned. Not completely skinned. I mean, it is encapsulated in the skin.
Like a piece of chewing gum and just...
That's just disgusting. And we don't even know if... Actually, Meldog, did we say anything about about garlic affecting vampires on one of your training episodes? I don't think the answer is yes. You're muted.
Damn it. I don't think we got that far into the tape in part 2 of How to Defeat a Vampire. I think we only were in part 1, so there's still a chance.
Okay. Well, Chance is already running away, so we'll see if Chance has a chance.
Chance is explaining to Helena, they don't like garlic, so I'd munch on some garlic too if I were you. I'm not doing this for my breath or my heart health.
She starts chewing it like her life depends on it.
All right.
So are you gonna run across the street and try to? What are you gonna do? Paint me a picture.
Okay, so obviously he's in a multi-story building. Them across the street, is that? So I want to flank around the building. I'm gonna go like Chance is gonna go kind of a wide arc around so that to try to avoid being seen.
Sure.
I don't want to cut straight to the building. I want to go kind of around another building to get behind that one.
Okay, you want to cut you don't want to. So coming out of the alley, there's an alley right across the street that connects with the building, or you could cut left and go a block around it so that you could come up from behind.
Yeah, Chance wants to work his way around and behind it, so he'll go left.
Okay. All right. Well, that takes a little longer. So as you run around the building, Helena by your side, Meldog and Flanagan, y'all are fighting vampires in the front. There are 3 more vampires in the street. Meldog, you're still in the building with your hunting rifle. Flanagan, you're out there being a badass.
I'm gonna look up from slicing the head off of one of them, and I'm gonna hold my fingers out, and I'm gonna use magic, snap my fingers, and make one of their heads explode.
I feel like that's not a beyond limitation. That is definitely magic damage, and you don't have
magic
that
damage.
ability.
Hey man, it's a ring. I'm gonna be like, let's see what this baby can do.
As you snap your fingers,
Should I roll for use magic?
Nope, because you don't have this kind of magic available to you.
I have the rings.
You do, but you don't have fire explosion magic available to you currently. You only have.
I can't make it happen inside their heads.
No.
Sean, what kind of bullshit is this?
Just remember, you're not the spell slinger anymore. You're the choppy head off guy.
I have magical powers.
Yes, but not fire magic or explosion magic. So as you go to snap your fingers, it's like the old you. Like you think to the future. You feel the present. You feel the presence of your older self, and you're like, "This is totally something I should be able to do." You go and you snap your fingers, like in Full Metal Alchemist with the fire guy, and you're like,
And bubbles come out.
and bubbles come out, and you're like, "That's not supposed to happen." And you keep snapping, and a vampire descends upon you. Go, and he tries to chomp down on your neck. What do you do?
I grab him by the fangs and I attempt to break his fangs.
With your fingers?
Yeah, like, grab him and just kind of.
That would hurt a lot. Go ahead,
I
roll.
am the chosen.
Go ahead, roll kick some ass, chosen one. We're gonna find out if you were chosen to rip out vampire fangs. Okay, as you lay your fingers on his teeth, do you break inward or outward?
Right, like snap outwards, like
Snap
pulling out and up.
You stick your fingers in his mouth and you yank him out. He lets out a blood-curdling yell of pain as he takes both his hands back behind his back and then thrusts them forward, throwing you against the wall. Or sorry, not against the wall. Throwing you against a car that's in the road.
Okay.
It's throwing you into a parked car onto the window shield, and it crunches as the glass collapses. And you take 2 harm. Go ahead and tell me you have armor.
0.
And he takes 1 tooth hurting harm.
I'm gonna pocket the teeth real quick,
Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay.
and then I'm gonna take my flaming halberd and swing at his neck.
Okay, you are in a car like 10 feet away. He just chunked you. You got
Oh, okay.
So
Sure.
you'd be swinging real far with your. How tall is your weapon?
I'm gonna say that it is probably taller, just a touch taller than me.
So
So
it's like 6 feet.
6 to 6.5.
Okay.
Maybe not 6.5, but over 6.
Okay, so it'd be unwieldy in a tight hallway. Like we can't put you in a daredevil hallway fight. But,
No, because then that would be an issue.
All right. Well, I'm definitely going to do that now. But yeah, you've got plenty of room here. He's about 10, 15 feet away at this point, though.
Sure, I'm gonna run at him and just take a bat swing with the weapon.
So you're laid out on this car, and you just do like that jumpy thing where you get off your back in one jump and then leap at him with your spear. Are you stabbing or slashing?
Oh, this is a full-on swipe.
Full on swipe as you bring it along wide and hard and roll kick some ass one more time. Are you decapitating him?
Yes.
Excellent.
Yeah. Yes.
Oh, as you bring down your axe on his head, it goes rolling off and it hits you, dealing 2 damage as his 0 damage. Bullshit. Meldog, you are watching Flanagan, not young Flanagan anymore, kick some ass all over the place. Vampires left and right. What are you doing?
I'm gonna put down my gun because it's not easy to reload. I'm gonna pull out my my 36 and my magic dagger, and I'm going to shoot at the closest vampire while approaching.
Okay, so at this point, the 2 vampires right at the front windows are decapitated and done. The other 2 are in the middle of the street. If you want to attack one of them, like knife, are you going like Call of Duty knife gun style, where you've got like a knife and then a gun, and you're like bang pew?
So I've got the tactical
Yeah, the tactical stance.
Yeah.
I say as I hold my hands up in the most non-tactical way ever.
I'm going in, and that's a revolver too. So the
The revolver's just gonna fuck your face up. All right. Are you just gonna like run up firing and knifing?
Yeah.
All right. This guy's in the middle of the street. You run up firing and knifing. Roll kick some ass.
That's another. Whoa, fucking wow. All right.
I mean, obviously, Meldog needs to take advanced kick some ass
Yeah.
so that he can like truly fuck some people up. What do you do?
I'm gonna suffer less harm.
All right. So you
Cover my ass.
how do you attack? Because you got the knife and the weapon out, or the pistol out. Are you charging and firing and knifing? Or are you like what exactly are you doing?
I'm as I take a step, I fire. So kind of like fire, take a step, fire, take a step. So every time I'm shoot a projectile, I'm kind of like tactically taking a step forward until I'm like within arm's reach. But at that point, I've kind of like hit him on each side of like his shoulder, kind of like boom, boom, and now I'm like kind of like up close to him, ready to decapitate.
Excellent. So as you step forward, firing off multiple shots, his shoulders taking each shot, he's pushed back. He falls to the ground, and then as you lay down to put the key or to give it a killing blow, he hits your gun hand with his fist, sending your magnum flying, and you're sent there with you've only got the knife in hand, but he takes how much harm does your gun do?
2.
He takes 4 harm from the 2 shots you fired off, hitting him in both shoulders. But you know how to kill a vampire, and this ain't it. You stand over him with the knife as he's holding your hand back. What do you do?
I'm gonna do another kick some ass to try to decapitate.
Go ahead and decapitate him with that dagger. That magical fucking dagger as you lay down the knife into his throat. How long is this knife? Is this like a fucking crocodile hunter knife?
It's,
Crocodile Dundee.
I would say it's like, I want to say, if you've ever played Dot Hack, like Kite's blades, he has like one of those like.
I've not.
Oh yeah, like the tri-edge stuff.
Yeah,
So is it like a short sword?
it's kind of like it's kind of
It's okay. Think of it as the size of like a kukiri knife.
yeah.
Forearm. We'll say forearm.
That went like whoosh right over my head.
Okay, well that's an Australian knife. It's kind of like bent forward. It's forearm length.
Okay, it's
Yeah.
big. It's bigger than your average neck.
Yeah.
All right.
It's nicely sharpened.
As you bring this knife through his gullet, removing his head from his body, he swipes at you for 2 harm. It's like his arm arches back instinctually, and he slaps you right across the face for 2 harm.
I lose my glasses.
You do lose your glasses,
Go flying off your head.
and then everything goes blurry.
Uh-oh.
How dependent on your glasses is Meldog?
Let's see here. Do we want to make it? I don't think he's ever been without his glasses. Does he? Is he nearsighted or farsighted? Is the question.
You know, I mean, you tell me.
All right, let's roll a D100
Either way, I'm gonna fuck you.
and 1D100. Even is nearsighted. Odd is farsighted. 69, dude.
That's a Meldog roll right there. So wait, he's farsight. Wait. Even
Farsighted was odd, so he's farsighted.
All right. Woo. I'm totally not Googling farsighted. I wear glasses. I don't know these things.
He can see far, but he can't see
He
near.
can see far, but he can't see near. All right.
Worst of the two.
As your glasses go flying and you see this blurry mess in front of you, and you're like, why is that blurry head right there, but this blurry body right here? And then you look at your giant ass fucking knife and you're like, oh yeah, I did that. And there's a third vampire in the street who starts to book it like a coward. Chance. You've made it around to the back of the apartment complex.
Excellent.
what are you doing? No, when I say apartment complex, I'm 20% in, 10% beers in.
Whoo, buddy.
Dude, 10% sour.
Yeah, victory beer is nothing to like
Holy
sniff at,
shit.
dude.
I like, it's not as good, but I'm feeling good.
Yeah, I bet you are after 10%. Jeez, dude.
So you are in the back of this sort of apartment complex on top of a business complex building. You and Helena with her alchemy satchel, and she says, where are we going? Where's the vampire?" And she's like, she's chewing garlic like it's gum.
That's great.
So, Chance, Chance to say, just follow me, but while we're going up there, I want to add, while we're making our way there, Helena, you're an alchemist?
Yes, I have potions that do stuff.
You,
Not said sarcastically at all.
I mean, is there any way you could whip something up for us, like some sort of cloud?
The fine art of alchemy is not a whip something up kind of craft.
Oh well, you should really refine it so that it is.
Well, thank you for your expertise.
10,000 hours invested, it comes as a rote thing.
Well, thank you for your expertise in my craft, you son of a bitch. Do you want to kill a vampire or not?
I'm just under a lot of pressure right now. I've got to go tie up this vampire.
You want
and
to
I don't
tie up a vampire? Do you have a stake?
Well, with this garrote, I'm going to tie his neck up and threaten to pop his head off.
Why don't you just pop his head off? Why are we letting him live?
It's a good question. I don't know.
Well, let's
I guess
rethink
just
that
go.
strategy and go kill him then.
Well, thanks. See, this is why you came. This is why I'm glad you came
I'm
along.
glad I could talk some sense into this situation.
I am too. Let's go. Let's get this guy. By the way, if I screw things up and he takes off, you think you could?
Absolutely not. Do I look like I could chase after him? She points at her legs. She's very short.
Well, I was just going to ask if you could wallop him real good.
Well, I'll do my best, but I'm not a walloper.
Okay. All right. So, I want to creep into the room when we get to wherever.
All right.
where
Well,
he
you're
is.
at the back door of the apartment complex,
Okay.
or a apartment building thing. I don't know. It's a big wooden door.
Okay.
You just
So,
want to barge in like you own a place. Are you gonna kick the door down and what's the thing called? It's that thing I do in D&D where I only kick doors down and I don't actually look for traps.
Chance is pretty sure that. Chance is thinking that this guy's only in the room, so he's not worried about the rest of the building, like being seen in the rest of the building. So he's just gonna walk in.
Okay. As you come up to the door, it appears to have been the door knob appears to have been broken off cleanly, which is odd, which is an odd show of strength, but not surprising for a vampire, as the door knob is on the ground and the rest of the door slips open as you put a little bit of weight on it, giving you access to the apartment building. As soon as you enter, there's a flight of stairs leading upwards. The apartments are on the second floor and above because this is kind of a downtown area. And as you walk up, how do you walk up the steps?
I'm gonna kind of on the tip of my toes, just kind of very quietly hop up the stairs.
All right, you're aiming for stealthy at this point.
Yes.
All right. As you tiptoe up the stairs quietly, and Helena does her best to imitate you, you find like 3 or 4 doors.
When I notice she's imitating me, I do the whole mirror thing, like Groucho Marx mirror.
And she looks at you and she starts doing it as well, because she's like, is this how you stealth? But she says it very quietly. She's like, is this how you stealth? Is this the right way? I'm very sneaky. You can't even see me.
Very good job.
And as you reach the top of the stairs, very quietly, you see a door ajar, a couple of doors down, kind of in line with the window. And what do you do?
Okay. I'm gonna look at Helena. Is this the only staircase that I can tell that's up here?
Down the hallway, you see another staircase that goes upward.
Okay. So I'll just tell Helena, sit right here. Hopefully I'll get this guy. If he comes running your way, I don't know what to tell you. I don't want you to die. I just met you.
She says, I'll punch him in his knees.
Yeah, there you go. All right. So Chance is going to creep to the open door and very stealthily kind of peer in to make sure that he can see where the vampire is.
Go ahead and roll read a bad situation.
Okay.
Now this roll.
Woo.
Oh Jesus Christ.
Uh-oh?
Uh-oh. Indeed.
Oh, that levels me up too.
Well, let's go ahead and talk about your level up because I'm concerned for the life of your party members more than I am you right now.
Okay.
So let's what are you going to take for your level up? What did you learn from this situation?
I would like a big knife.
You need something more than a big knife in this situation. And let me give you a peek while you're leveling up. As you peek into the window, you see a tall, hulking figure, a much bigger vampire. But you see something like round and cylindrical on his shoulder, with like what looks like a weird scope thing, and then you think to yourself, "Holy shit! This vampire has a rocket launcher pointed at my friends."
What is this? Fucking Resident Evil?
In that case, I would like a shotgun instead of a big knife.
Is this a tyrant?
And I'm going to take that shotgun and aim it right at his head.
He's a couple of... He is... When I say... To paint a better picture, there is... In this apartment building, there's a living room area in the immediate entrance. And then beyond that, like just immediately past that in this small apartment, is a... what looks like a dining room. Not a dining room, but like a sit-in kitchen with a round table. The round table has been pushed to the side and flipped over. Or not flipped over, but like laid on its side out of the way. And he is crouched and propped up against the window with the rocket launcher at the ready.
Okay. As quietly as I can, I want to get behind him, have the shotgun.
How do you get a shotgun? Hold on. How do you level up and get a shotgun?
That's what it says.
What does it say? Does it say, as a level up option, you get a shotgun?
Yeah,
There's no way it says that.
Oh, wait. Hang on. I was looking at the wrong place.
Absolutely, 100%.
Like,
My bad. I was looking at the wrong place.
as you walk in the room, you see someone's gun cabinet open, and you're like, I'm going to take this one?
No, I'm sorry. I was looking in the wrong place. Well, all I can take I could take a move from another playbook, or I could plus up one of my stats, or gain a haven.
I don't think you want to claim this apartment complex as your haven.
No.
If you dive into another playbook, I must warn you, if you take magic to solve this problem for you, it will constantly be used against you later on. But that's how any move is. If you take a move from another playbook, I'll find ways to screw you. Don't worry.
He will.
Aaron, tease it.
Make no mistake. He will find a way to mess with you.
Where are these other playbooks?
Can someone walk him through another playbook while I go take a bio break because 2 10%ers are kicking my ass right now?
Yep.
So on the move section, there is hide all, hide unused, and then other playbook moves. You need to make sure you turn hide all off, and then you just click down other playbooks, and then it will show all of the other playbooks.
Where is that on the sheet? Under gear? I'm sorry, no.
Oh no, it's under your moves.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, okay. I see hide all, show all.
I'm gonna go grab a beverage myself.
Okay, here we go.
Yeah, once you decide on a playbook and you click whatever you want, because it's going to show you every single playbook. You can then hide all unused playbook stuff.
Okay. There's a lot here. I may detach one or more of my body parts.
How we looking? Have you decided to become a luchador yet?
Let's see.
Think about the moment you're in, and about what would think about the moment you're in. Think about the circumstances that led you here, and think about how many fucking vampire bites you have when you decide what your next ability is going to be, Mr. One step away from being a vampire.
Yeah. Let's see. I think there's a lot to read through. I'm sorry, it's taking me a while.
No worries. I believe in you. Find something that calls to you. Being like, this is the direction I want to go with Chance Winterbottoms. He needs to be a luchador.
That seems like you're kind of pushing him in a direction, you know.
That's because
If I was someone, I would definitely, you know, like let them go where they wanted, as long as it was luchador.
yes, because who doesn't want to be a luchador? We've never had a professional wrestler.
Where do you see Luchador? How far down is it?
It's in the L's.
Oh, is it? Is
I
this
think they're organized alphabetically, but I could be wrong.
I think it's based on core set, then expansions.
Then they're not alphabetical, and luchador will be
Oh, here it
towards
is.
the bottom.
I found it.
Now, if you go the path of the luchador, you're going to have to be a lot more flamboyant.
I want Spanish soap opera every time we do a conversation.
Yes.
and it's like what is it? The Preacher TV series in King of the Hill. Vaya con Dios.
I'm going to need you to learn Spanish for this whole game. Just this game. You can use it nowhere else.
You see, if Eileen was playing, she could just speak Spanish the whole
I mean,
time.
if Eileen wants to join us and be the luchador, I'm fine with that.
I would fucking love that, let me tell you.
Okay, I think. Oh, hang on. Let me check my stats real quick. Is that? Yeah, under. Great. Now I gotta scroll back. Son of a.
Wah, wah. What are you thinking?
There was a. Let me get back to it. There was a movie. Hang on. Where is it? Not the search.
Have you gained magic? Is my question, because we got
No.
enough of that shit flying around.
No, it's not magic.
I chose specifically not to become the chosen, so we would have someone without magic.
Okay, Daredevil move.
Daredevil, like straight up Matt Murdock ninja hallway shit.
No, it says you can attempt a well, I guess sort of without the blindness, and you can attempt a risk maneuver to gain an advantage on an opponent. Roll plus tough on a 10 plus pick 3 on a 7-9 pick 1. Interrupt a move someone or something else is making, so they can't do it yet. Take +1 forward. Give another hunter +1 forward. Inflict 2 harm if you are unarmed, and your weapons harm if you are armed, and you don't suffer harm in return. Those are the possible.
Hold on, can you say the first part again? What do you attempt? You attempt a tough move?
You can attempt a tricky, high-risk maneuver to gain an advantage on an opponent.
I love everything about that.
Yeah, I'm.
So with that move in mind, you see a big ass fucking vampire, and this isn't like the regular on the street vampire that is like thirsting for it. This is like this guy's a buff motherfucker, and he's like 6.5 to 7 feet tall.
Mhm.
What high risk tricky maneuver are you going to try in this tiny little apartment to prevent him from launching a rocket at your friends?
Well, first, Chance is sneaking up, and he reaches in his pocket to go for his garrote, but he feels something else.
Oh gosh, is it a shotgun?
Yeah, it's hard and it's round. He pulls it out. Shotgun. No, it's it's he doesn't know how it got there, but he pulls it out, and sure enough, it's a mask, and he puts it on his face, and he stands tall like this, and he just and waits for the vampire to turn around.
He gets the vampire's attention. Is he really going to get the vampire's attention?
Yeah.
All right. As you cough to get his attention, he swings. He pivots his whole body from like this to like this, and he points the rocket launcher right at you.
Mm-hmm.
And he says, "What? Oh shit," is what you should be saying.
No, that is not what Chance says.
Well, that's what he says to you.
Chance says,
Not today, motherfucker.
He's pointing a rocket launcher at you.
I would put that rocket launcher down before I yank it up the.
All right, hold on. Well, let me give you one warning before you do anything rash. I have a thing. Okay, so I have a move on on the list of things that I can do that specifically says, tell them the possible consequences of their action and ask if they want to go ahead. And also, sometimes give them exactly what they earned rather than what they wanted. Keep that in mind when you ask this vampire anything, he's got a rocket launcher pointed at you.
Mm-hmm.
I have to follow the rules. And they say to fire at you if you do stupid shit.
Well, that's why I come prepared with the daredevil move.
All right. He pivots at you. He says, "What is this nonsense?" Pointing the rocket launcher right at you.
Chance says, "Nonsense! Senor! This is your commandments!" And then, dangerous move. He leaps up in one fell swoop onto a table. Or no, the table was turned over.
Table's
I'm sorry.
turned on its side, but it's turned on its side against a like one of those built-in kitchen bars.
Okay.
So like it is an apartment dining room with a circle table, but there's also
Okay.
a breakfast bar dividing the dining area from the kitchen.
So Chance is going to, in as quickly a move as possible, leap from the doorway to on top of this, and then jump in one particularly daredevilish move. And I'm going to try to off the top rope kind of at the vampire, fly into him. And no, let's see. He's going to drop a Macho Man Randy Savage elbow, right?
Right on his what? Right on his what? I need to know where this is aimed at.
Right here. I want to find his his jugular.
So you're gonna jump to the breakfast bar and then onto him with the elbow drop.
They don't call it a daredevil move for nothing.
I mean, roll that daredevil move. How tough is Chance? I feel like that's not one of his best stats.
I don't think Chance is tough at all.
We're gonna find out.
Terrible.
He has decided to go the path of the luchador. No one can take this away from him.
Except you.
I have
Next character a full-on luchador now?
no. He's definitely not a luchador. I feel like I informed you of the possible consequences of this, and then you
Yeah.
rolled a 4, and now I got to take those consequences and dial them up to 11. As you jump to the breakfast bar, he tracks you perfectly with the rocket launcher, and he sees you getting close, and his eyes go wide, like, shit. If I fire this thing, oh well, I'm a vampire. And you feel it's like a jet stream right past your shoulder as some object flies past your shoulder into the ceiling above you. And Meldog and Flanagan, you see an explosion 2 stories up as glass and rubble throws itself out onto the street. And Meldog, go ahead and take... Not Meldog, sorry. Chance, go ahead and take 4 harm.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Chance is dead. Because I only had 2 slots from last time. Or do we establish they reset after the session?
No.
We haven't had a chance to rest since the car accident in the fight on
Yeah,
the highway.
so that I am dead.
Well, I mean, death is a thing that magic can fix sometimes.
Okay.
Maybe
All right.
maybe the party will deem fit to resurrect you.
Did it take Helena out with him?
Helena is an unknown currently. Someone will have to check on her. No one knows she was there except for Chance. Chance makes a heavy meaty thud on the ground inside the apartment.
A meaty thud.
A meaty thud. unconscious immediately from the shock of the explosion. And I don't think y'all are finishing Plague tonight.
Doesn't sound like it.
Not after that.
One vampire's running away. There's an explosion of glass and shrapnel and brick raining down on Flanagan and Meldog. What are y'all doing? Are y'all gonna give chase to the vampire, or are you gonna inspect the explosion?
I start chasing after the vampire, but as soon as the explosion hits, my eardrums start throbbing, and I yell, "Jesus Christ, that was loud!" And I'm like, all like headphones in, and I'm like disoriented because that like sonic wave. Because I was like right underneath it,
Yep.
like because Flanagan got tossed over. Like I was in the street. That hit me hard.
Would you fall to the ground, or are you just like you crouch down, covering your ears, trying to?
I don't think I was ever trained in what happens if there's an explosion nearby. So I'm kind of like staggering in the street as like, kinda like
Just disoriented.
yeah.
Flanagan, what about you? You're obviously not trained in rocket launchers going off right above you.
Sure. Well, the explosion happens. I see Chance, or not Chance. I see Meldog chasing down the last vampire before he goes down.
Right.
But I'm gonna turn and run to the source of the explosion.
Okay. It's 2 stories up. You look at the building in front of you.
Yeah.
1 story up. Giant hole in the wall.
Yeah, I'm gonna go check that out because that doesn't seem like it's normal.
I would say it's not normal. As you peruse the building to see where the entrance is to investigate said explosion, if you wanted to get to it, you could climb up.
100%.
First story, or you could try to go around the building and look for a set of stairs.
I'm gonna use all of the rubble and everything to climb up and jump into that hole.
I think as the chosen one, you can probably do a little bit of what is it? I'm tripping over words left and right.
Yeah, 10% beers will do that to you.
What is some novice rock climbing
Yeah, sure.
on the building, and as you pull yourself up, you see a hunk of body, which is Chance, laid out on the floor.
Just a hunk of him.
I mean, like, he's all there, but his face is burned.
Legs are on the other side of the room.
His face is burned.
Not being a Yamcha pose.
It's not Yamcha. You can't have a crater inside a building, because then he'd be in the next. Then he'd be 1 story down, right?
Well, if a rocket launcher went off, then yeah, dude, they don't make buildings like they used to. That there is drywall and a chunk of, like just missing from the floor at that point.
Right. He would be 1 story down. He'd be on the first floor.
Yeah, and probably
Hey, that's fine. You could be in the Yamcha pose 1 story down. So you see Chance in a burned, broken, scarred hunk of flesh, hunk of body, whole body, laid out, and you see nothing else. And from there, you see someone peek around the doorway that is familiar to you. It's Helena. She peeks around the doorway and says, "What happened?" And you see the door that she is peeking around. It has been exploded and implanted in the wall behind her.
That's a good question. I just climbed up here and saw Chance just...
Oh,
I don't know what happened.
Oh, that's his name? That was his name?
Yeah, Chance.
Yes, that was his name.
Was.
He looks very exploded to me.
I'm sure we can save him.
You're very confident, sexy man.
We should try at least.
We should try. She looks into your eyes. She gazes into your eyes. What would you have me do?
Do you have any kind of potions?
Yes, I came here to heal people. Fortunate.
Well,
but
Due
this
to
man
extraneous
was-
circumstances, I am now the chosen one, so I now possess powers that I once did not.
you look very sexy. It's the boots. They bring the whole outfit together. And the
Thanks,
overalls.
I try. But we should focus on Chance here, so he doesn't.
Oh yes,
just
yes.
completely-
Focus on the dying man.
Yes.
Sure.
You can
Whatever
give him
say.
some potion. I might be able to stabilize him.
some potion. You see his arm should not been that way.
Well, we can set it.
You think-
I know some field medic stuff.
I would hope so because this. She pulls out a couple of vials and she's got her whole hand out and a vial on each finger.
Each
Yeah, and she's like, this is probably not enough. He's very broken.
Well, let's give it a shot.
I don't have one of those.
You know what I meant.
I don't know what you meant. This is my second language.
Let's try.
Try. Okay, I know that. Okay. Helena walks over, and you can see she is also a little concussed as she stumbles in the direction. She was almost at point blank in the explosion. A bit of drywall separated her from it, and she kneels down in front of him or over Chance and checks his pulse and says there's no pulse.
No pulse.
These potions will not do. These.
All right, let me try something then. I'm going to use magic, and I'm going to place my hand on his chest, and I'm going to try to do something beyond human limitations. Basically, kind of like pulse him with my power to kind of give him a defibrillator, just maybe get his heart going.
Okay. This isn't snatch his soul from the devil. This is
No.
defibrillate him. Okay, that's a little more acceptable.
I'm
than
going to snap my fingers, and he's going to sit up and go, "What happened?"
that was great. I'll take another. Go ahead and try to defibrillate him. Wait, is that what are your use magic effects?
Effect is weakened, short duration, I take harm, draws immediate unwelcome attention, has a problematic side effect.
Not the effects.
Oh,
Beyond
effects, I'm sorry.
limitations, bar portal plays, heal, cure disease or neutralize poison.
Yeah, so
that's
more or less, I'm trying to like start him up, heal him for maybe one, and then Helena can maybe stabilize him with a potion or something.
All right, let's roll use magic. Let's see if Chance Winterbottoms is going to survive this.
Well,
I have one
my
question.
glitch
You don't
is,
get a glitch on a 6 or less. You just
really?
You just done fucked up.
Uh,
Now let me give you this opportunity to remind you that because you are a new class, your luck has reset.
Mhm.
If you would like to use one of your luck to resurrect Chance, I'm sure Brett would appreciate it.
I don't know that. It doesn't seem like it's a good trade-off.
But if you don't want to, I can understand your trepidation and like, you know what? That's a finite resource. Chance isn't worth living.
nah, because on a level up, I can erase a luck point. So,
I mean, okay, so
anyways,
So you wanna
so
resurrect
this is more of a question of Brett. Do you want this character around, or do you want to roll a new one?
It doesn't matter. I can do a new one, or let's.
this is your character, man. This matters to you specifically. You have
Yeah.
You have a choice in this.
Let's keep him going for just a little while longer. I want to
What's
bring him
that?
back. I want to bring him back now that he's a luchador.
Excellent. So
He's on the
I will.
path to being a luchador.
I will spend a luck point, and when I spend a luck point, the keeper brings your fate into play. So that immediately becomes a 12. He is immediately healed for 1.
How do you cast this magic?
I hold my hand over his chest. My hand glows kind of a soft white light, and it pulses all throughout Chance's body and kind of evaporates.
As you do this, you collapse to the ground, and you take on you have a vision.
Thankfully, I don't have lay on hands again, so I don't wake up and kill myself.
Exactly. You fall to the floor. And you have a vision. How does Flanagan's visions happen? He's now the chosen, so he has a vision at the beginning of every mystery. How does his visions happen? Does he his eyes roll back and he or does he glowing light fly out of his eyes, or does he just deep meditate?
He floats up into the air and like soft white light just beams out of his mouth and eyeballs and everything, and he's just kind of hovering in the air. Everyone is just like, "What the fuck is going on?"
Oh, he's definitely gonna have his visions in public. You're gonna be in a coffee shop, and then, bah!
I swear that doesn't happen all the time.
What are your tags on your destiny?
As my fate will unfold.
Yes, I think they have to. I think your luck move has to relate to your destiny, right?
It brings your fate into play, and then below it says how your fate unfolds.
Okay.
My fate unfolds by heroically. It is sacrifice and magical powers, and doom is you can't save everybody and a nemesis.
Okay. You as you rise into the air, light floating out of all of your orifices, you see a vision, and in that vision, you see Chance die again at the hands of someone in the future. And this person standing in front of you has a dark green cloak, and you see them standing over Chance with a strange-looking dagger that looks very much like Melvin's dagger.
Uh-oh.
And as he looks in your direction, you immediately fall to the ground and wake up, not seeing his face. And Chance takes a gasp of air as he is brought back from the brink.
Oh yeah, I need to mark experience for that. All right.
Oh, you don't mark experience if you use a luck.
Oh, you're right. So I just looked at the fail and yeah.
And Chance, you're sitting pretty with 1 HP. Burn marks across your whole body. Your clothes torn to shreds. It looks like you're wearing cut off jeans at this point.
Well, Chance is gonna pop up, not realizing he was dead, and go, "It's all wrapped up for Eleazar."
There's something wrong with this one. There's something wrong with him. We should put him down. He's broken.
At this
How
point,
dare you?
How dare I?
Melvin, wanders up, and he sees a crispy guy with a luchador mask on, and two other, and then Flanagan's on the ground, and just oh my ears! What did I miss? What was that explosion? You guys all right? Oh,
Helena.
Spanish.
Helena looks over at you, Meldog, and says, "You."
Shups up, short stack. Oh god, my head. Oh, you guys, what's up? You guys all right? Flanagan lay on hands and die again? Just like looking at him on the ground. Anyways, the police are coming by here. I hear sirens coming on. We should probably get Chad and try to scoop up what's left of Gideon and get out of here.
I mean, that's an idea.
It's a good idea.
I turned to Helen. I'm like, I'm sorry we called you here. Your ex-boyfriend consumed the man that we were trying to save. And then vampires showed up, and I didn't get a chance to call you back. And I am sorry. You can add this to the many reasons why you hate us, and I totally get that.
I don't hate you all.
I know. Flanagan is just awful, right? Yeah, I
No.
know you hate me, whatever.
She shakes her head. No, just you.
You're lucky I don't, 3-point conversion you across this room right now.
You're lucky I don't blow your ass up with a potion.
Oh, so it's your fault there was an explosion here and almost killed Flanagan and him.
Well, no,
Good,
it's definitely
thanks.
his fault, but I can make it my fault now if you'd like.
I
And she
kind of
she pushes a potion at you.
and I pull out my knife and I kind of pointed at her. The same knife in your vision, wink.
How far do I want to take this?
I'll kill her.
She holds out the potion like a grenade, and she's like, "Stay away from me, you monster!"
You know I have the ability to reach over you, right? As I kind of with my other hand kind of try to go.
If I drop this, we all die.
I put my knife away and I start trying to help Flanagan up to get out of here.
I mean,
I'm gonna shake my head as I kind of just get up off the floor.
Hey, champ, how you doing?
Oh, healing can be rough sometimes.
You're not very good at it. but
I'm learning.
who'd you have to heal?
Chance.
Oh,
his corpse is not immediately apparent as the thing that needed healing to Meldog.
Oh, I see.
I do
It was
not go
Chance. I found his body up here with Helena. So
Chance, I am Elazar, and with that I'm off. I'm going to very obviously and very poorly hide myself to take off the mask and pop back out still smoldering and stuff and be like, hey guys, what I miss?
I have so many questions. But I'm loving the burn marks, man. That's
Yeah, I don't know how I got these actually.
You were blown up a lot.
No, I don't think I was. I popped
I mean,
around
you
the corner. I passed some really cool looking wrestler on the way in here though.
This man is lunatic.
No, they're called luchadors.
Absolutely bonkers.
Bongors. Anyways, I'm gonna try to man, did my fan blow up? Where's my van right now? Did we take it here?
It was in the back alley.
All right. I'm gonna help Flanagan down to the back alley, and I'm gonna try to get my car.
I will see y'all later. I do not want to be seen with it. And he points at Meldog.
I can at least give you a ride.
I have a
your
car.
inconvenience.
Fuck off.
Oh, you can reach the panels.
Fuck off. I will drop a potion in your ass.
Don't tempt Melvin with good time.
She stomps off, gets into her beat up looking car from the 80s, and drives off. It's like a Buick or something.
Can I shoot at one of her tires?
You can. Would you like to?
Yeah.
Roll. I mean, you're pretty much. You went to agency training. You could fire off her tire if you'd like.
Yeah, I pick up my gun from the middle of the street.
The big ass Magnum.
I blow out one of her tires.
Alright.
And I just whisper to myself, bitch.
You fire off a round. The tire goes splat, and she still drives off.
And
And you could see sparks flying in the distance as she drives away.
Yeah, I'm petty. I'm gonna. How's everybody's health right now?
Probably pretty shitty.
Yeah.
I'm okay, but Chance is not looking too hot.
I'm going to do my DIY surgery.
Do DIY surgery in the middle of a war zone?
In the back of my van.
That's safer than the middle of a war zone. Slightly.
What are with these rolls?
That's a
I
kick
just
some
need one.
that kicks some ass roll.
No. We every time I roll DIY surgery, it rolls kick some ass.
Okay,
I don't
so
know.
You rolled tough for DIY surgery? I mean, you rolled an 11 anyway. How much do you heal him for?
I heal him for 1 and stabilize.
So he is at 2 and stabilized now.
But yeah, I don't. I'm supposed to roll cool, but the game, I think the sheet is like legit broken,
I believe it.
and I keep forgetting that. But I won't fail because I'm 1 point away from leveling up.
So, to kind of recap the number of people that are unconscious currently in the skate shop, Jojo Siwa is unconscious in the skate shop from the explosion. Zahale is unconscious in the skate shop. Jesus and Gideon are missing in action, doing whatever doing is doing.
What about Chad?
Chad is with Jesus, but in a not metaphorical way. Constantine is unconscious in the skate shop. Is there anyone else? Have I forgotten any NPCs?
Gregory. Everybody knows Gregory in the back room.
He's the janitor at Bodacious Boogie Boards.
Start loading just bodies into the van to get them out of here.
Where do you go? The Sports Authority?
Yeah.
All right. That's an acceptable answer, right?
And I can drive my van into the Sports Authority.
Oh yeah, because it's got a loading dock.
Yeah.
All right, so you load everyone up and head to the Sports Authority. Do you have multiple cots set up, or are you just gonna pile them up?
Gotta keep in mind that the place was entirely empty except for the armory I built and the poker table that we were using earlier. So they're gonna have to go on the floor somewhere in another section of the store.
So you take one of those store shelves and you put a person on each level of the shelf, and the candle, or it's a Sports Authority, and I don't know what kind of aisles are in a Sports Authority. I haven't been there in years.
It's been a while. I can't even think.
Yeah, because all Sports Authorities closed.
That's right, they did. The Sports Authority we have here became an Aldi's.
It's a better type of store.
I could see there being a back employee room that might have had some carpeting and stuff that may have been rolled up, and I can kind of put them on theirs.
You don't want to shove each one into an employee locker.
No, just one out. They took everything. Everything must go. Final sale.
Especially
Fire
the
sale.
bodies.
Fire sale.
All right, so you load up the bodies wherever you load them as you arrive back in the Sports Authority.
Look at this bomb.
Sure. Again, Chekhov's bomb. One day.
What do you do?
I'm gonna run and get supplies so I can nurse the people that are injured back to health. Since I'm
Yeah.
also bleeding crazy, but I'm the most mobile out of everybody.
I want to disagree there. I think Flanagan is probably topped off, right?
I've taken no damage this round.
Oh. Well,
Or this session, I should say.
So my question is, do you want to send Flanagan, who is not of this time, to CVS to buy some Band-Aids? Or would literally anyone else be a better option?
If I gave him cash, then yeah. It's not that stupid.
What y'all think about this?
These-
I'll be right back.
You have bandages right there, I think. Whatever you're holding.
Yeah, it's a Band-Aid.
Okay. Yeah, you know, Flanagan knows what a band-aid is. We need
Yeah.
band-aids.
I'm surprised you recognize that was a Band-Aid.
It was either that or a lollipop. I was just like 50-50 shot.
A lollipop? That?
It could have been like an airhead, but that's not really a lollipop.
I would argue that it's a lollipop, or it is very, very like soft taffy. I miss taffy.
Yeah.
My teeth are so bad I can't eat taffy anymore.
Really?
I haven't been to the dentist in forever, and I can just when I eat enough sugary stuff, I could feel throbbing in my teeth, and like I'm afraid to know what that pain is.
Oh, I was at the dentist today getting a broken filling fixed. Yeah, my mouth. I I have so many fillings and crowns, dude. When I went to this initial dentist, I found out via this dentist after they did a thorough inspection that my previous dentist was like milking me for money by letting stuff get really bad for me to pay for it to fix it.
Dude, I don't.
Wow.
Because I walked in and they were just like, "Holy shit, dude!" And they gave me like a procedure list, and it was like $10,000 of work. And that was like 3 years ago, and I've gotten through probably 60% of it.
It bothers me that most dentists are like that. I had a dentist I saw for a long period of time, and he passed away due to cancer. And then someone else came and bought his practice. And the first thing the guy wanted us to do was to replace all of our old fillings with new fillings. But the
I
guy-
had that happen to me. Like my old dentist, like he didn't pass away like yours did, but he retired, and he was a great dentist. He was fantastic. And then a new dentist I went to, he was like, "I want to replace all your crowns. I want to replace all your cavities or fillings so that they all match." And I'm like, "No, don't do that. Just fix whatever the problem is." I didn't stick around with him for very long. I went to this new dentist, and they constantly were just like, "Yeah, you're great. You got a cavity or two. We'll get it fixed. Blah blah blah." And then I had like 2 cavities like fall out within the day of them putting it in, and I went, "Nope, I'm not dealing with that." So I went to a new dentist, and these guys have been pretty great.
the last dentist I saw before I lost dental insurance for a year and a half, like he was just like, "Yeah, we were watching 2 cavities, and now we have to get them replaced." And I'm like, "When was this a thing?" And he's like, "Well, your other person didn't tell you." I'm like, "You know what? Like, you guys are so awful about communicating this stuff. Like, it was so bad, and every time I would go there, they would charge my brother, who also went to that dentist. They would charge his insurance for me, which obviously didn't work. It's like we are both
Right.
different people. I handed you like, dentists suck, man. I hate dentists.
It's really hard to find a good dentist. I got away from my last dentist when on the last visit I went to, 2 of the dental hygienists came into the room I was in, and they started whispering to each other about how shitty this dentist was, and I went, "I'm done." Like with me in the room.
He won't say anything. I'm gonna say everything.
It was more or less like that. Like my mouth was like they were in the middle of something, and the dentist had to go take care of someone in the next, like a couple rooms down. The 2 dental hygienists came. They're like, "He's doing such a shitty job." Blah 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 blah. And I was just like, I don't want to be here anymore when your own employees are talking shit about you like that.
Sounds like a good place to be.
Yeah. No,
So did you guys finish Plague? Are
we're
we
not.
done?
Oh, we're not finishing Plague this session.
Someone decided to die on us.
Who died? Chance did. How did Chance? Was it a good death at least? Well,
He got-
Chance found a luchador mask in his pocket and donned it and became Elazar for one brief moment, and he was going to try to like do an elbow drop on a vampire, and it went horribly wrong.
He started eating a rocket.
Jeez.
He went out in a literal blaze of glory. Your wrestler name needs to be like the Phoenix.
This is what I get for dealing with a chipped windshield.
But yeah, Jesus is missing. Gideon got his ass handed to him by Jesus. We killed 3 of the 4 vampires.
Flanagan's feeling great. He's taken 0 damage and he's killed 3 vampires.
I loaded you into an unmarked van, as per usual.
I'm just kind of glad I was at the country club this whole time.
No, you were because
You were passed out on the floor over there.
I just passed out. Life is too much for my rich ass. I'm gonna pass out. Oh god. So break in the action and Chance died.
Yeah.
Chance lost his mind. Thought he was a luchador. He when he got brought back to life, he thought he successfully beat the vampire too.
Best part of the whole
Oh,
thing.
so wait, Chance isn't dead, or he is dead?
Well, he was resurrected.
He got better.
I got better.
Slightly.
So okay, who resurrected you?
The chosen one, Flanagan.
I guess
Yeah.
am I like backing out or?
Are you backing out?
So I opened up a new tab and I guess it just went straight to a streamer that I usually watch. They are
So
playing.
Justin, no 4 a.m. launch. Why?
We've already launched the season, so
No
You know-
launch part
You know
2.
what? Earlier today, I was even thinking maybe I should install Fortnite.
it's fun. The season's actually really fun.
I have not played since
Can you hook
like
us up with some discount codes?
we're on stream, by the way, so that's a big no.
The code is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
That's the same code I use for my luggage. I haven't played Fortnite since like I guess what you would consider season 1, like way back when it was brand new.
Well, it's chapter 2. All things are possible, including having like the most crossovers I've ever seen since Super Smash Brothers.
Right? Oh, speaking of which, I'm glad you said that because my free trial for Switch Online is about to end.
I pay like $7 a month for Switch Online plus the Pokemon stuff, and I'm like, I need to cancel the Pokemon Bank, but at the same time, I don't want to lose the Pokemon
Wait,
Bank.
how much? I thought the Pokemon Bank was like $5 a year.
No,
Or-
that's the old Pokemon Bank. The Pokemon Home is different.
They have houses.
So Home is the cloud for everything Switch related that also connects to a Home. Home is exclusively for last gen.
I guess I get to look all that stuff up because I had a bank account and it's been expired for at least a year,
Yeah,
and I have Pokemon in there.
I had to pay. I paid money, and I'm still paying money to rescue those Pokemon. I
mean,
had
I-
training.
I own every Pokemon game except for the Switch game now, so
What do you
I need
think
a
of the Platinum remake and Legends Arceus? Did you hear about those?
Pokemon Breath of the Wild, it looks like to me, and then the Platinum remake is people are going to buy it. People are going to complain about it, but people are going to buy it.
I didn't play. Platinum was the one generation I never played, and I'm like so.
I bought it I bought a copy of it a few years ago. What did I get? I think I got Pearl. Found it at a used game store, and I was going to play through every generation, and I more or less have gotten up to Black and White 2. So I don't know. I own all of the 3DS Pokemons. They're still factory sealed.
I was playing Moon, and then I had a copy of Sun that was given to me for my for like Christmas because I wanted to do a Nuzlocke on Sun, and I felt so bored playing Sun. Like, and I'm like, I should probably do it. And I would love to have the ability to play it off stream. I think that would be very encouraging to do a Nuzlocke.
That'd be fun. Can you stream your Switch, or do you have to have capture software for that?
So Sun and Moon are 3DS. I would have to get a whole setup.
Oh, I see.
What are they called? Review kits. I would have to get a review kit.
Mm,
And for one game, like,
nah.
and I just got a 3D. I just ordered a 3D printer this week that I'm waiting to come in. So I'm like, that's my investment for a while.
I mean, I only got my Switch just a week and a half ago, so I don't even know what it's all capable of.
Yeah, you can't stream directly. I don't think you got to get something else. You can't what?
So you can if you get a capture card like an Elgato. Some games are limited on what you can record from the Elgato because Nintendo has proprietary.
Sorry, screaming baby.
But what you can do is you can get.
I heard Chance got hit with a steel chair, and that was that.
He got fucked up. He tried to tank a bazooka.
He should have just suplexed the guy when he wasn't looking, and it would have been great. But no, I gotta. Hola.
Yeah, Chance had to announce himself. I wasn't.
I just imagine like
to react that quickly. I was anticipating to be able to jump on him before he turned around, even though I cleared my throat.
He announced himself with a 6 and then a 4.
that's a pretty good way to make sure you have attention.
Yeah.
So what did I miss during my child's screaming fit?
Nothing.
Excellent.
Just joined us.
Welcome, Constantine. You fell unconscious at the Bodacious Boogie Boards when the Vampire Showdown went down.
Oh yeah, this is the one where I was going to walk outside. That's right.
So instead of you walking outside, Gideon went flying through a window and Jesus went flying through him.
Huh.
And then the vampires were like, we don't need an invitation to just come in here now.
We did stop them from coming inside, though. We kind of like went on the offensive and kicked their asses.
I would say that is 100% accurate. As long as y'all were outside in the street kicking vampire ass, y'all are doing a great job.
Well, I don't have to worry about getting bit, right? I've already been bit 3 times. So.
Yes, you're a vampire, so yes.
But they still want to beat me up.
It's hard to say. You didn't get a chance to talk to them.
I mean, that's probably for the best.
So, the party's at Sports Authority now. Some people have been knocked unconscious. Zahale, Jojo. I guess Constantine could wake up now if he'd like. Or he could go hang upside down in like a coffin or something.
Just come up.
That's actually, he's laid out like that, and that's how he rises. What does the party do now that... What does the party do now? I don't even know what y'all can do.
I think this is a good regrouping time, considering it's also 10.
I kind of want to know what y'all's plan is for next week. Because
So next week is like I said, regroup, heal is needed, and then we know where Plague is at this point?
you haven't met him. The closest you've come to seeing a bigger vampire is with Chance. I don't know what his memory is like or what kind of luchador split personality he's got going on currently.
I think Chance was overcome.
Well, he died, right?
The pressure. He really thought Helena was going to be a
better asset.
He just started on walking over there that she could do absolutely nothing for him.
She did her
So
best.
he did die, right? He died?
He died ish.
He was temporarily.
His health was down to 7 or 0.
His health was down to past 0.
And then he got better.
He got blown up, right? I'm not missing anything.
No, I was in a room where a rocket launcher went off and hit just past me.
But then you got resurrected.
There are some caveats to this resurrection.
Is he doomed?
Flanagan,
God, tell me.
Flanagan had a vision afterwards about certain things coming to pass,
Which he has not yet talked about.
and I won't say anything about unless he wants to talk about it to the party.
Now is not the time.
Keeping secrets from the party, recipe for success. I love it.
Recipe for drama.
We didn't see him shoot lasers out of his eyes and have the vision.
Yeah, you
No,
did. You absolutely
saw-
did.
You saw me. Well, you saw me having lasers shoot out of my eyes, but you have no idea what that was all about.
So wait, you saw the lasers out the eyes, and then you saw him collapse on the floor
Yes.
because he was floating during his vision.
Yes.
This
So
is
did you guys try to give him like CPR, like normal people? Meldog with your first.
I was concussed by. I was stunned still on the street when that thing like rocket exploded because I was underneath the building, chasing another vampire, and it went off, and I went, "Oh God!"
So would it be fair to say the party got a good ass kicking in general? Is that what happened?
y'all killed
No,
a
I
bunch
think
of
just
vampires.
I think just chance.
I mean,
Yeah,
a party member died. That's a first. We've had people nearly die.
Like y'all killed a bunch of vampires, right?
Flanagan killed a bunch of vampires.
Somebody did, not chance.
It
And-
feels kind of like obstacle race rules. If one person passes the finish,
Hold on. I think Meldog killed one and assisted on another.
Yeah.
Sure.
That's like a kill and a half.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
And then Chris disconnected because that's what he does during. He just he couldn't handle Discord.
Bitch.
Chris, Chris, are you back with us?
yeah, I'm here.
Well, there's only one rule when we play this game, and that's stop downloading porn while we're playing this game.
I'm gonna start installing Fortnite while we're playing this game.
Man, I cannot figure out why Discord crashes like randomly.
Uh,
I think it's a
got-
shitty app.
I got one guess. Stop downloading porn.
Well, we all froze, and we thought.
I'll just download smaller amounts.
That's better.
How big
Yeah,
are
really
you
also,
to
that
download
was kinda weird.
Fortnite?
36 gigs.
36 gigs.
Is that
We're
with
gonna-
the extra secret content you added, Justin? Kidding.
What extra content is there in Fortnite?
There's tons of crossover characters.
I have no idea other than costumes.
Costume.
I actually got an install error trying to install Fortnite.
That's probably user error.
Yeah, I would say that.
If you can't
No,
reproduce
we're
it, then it didn't happen.
Well, there's concerts and stuff.
Nope, it was a client timeout while trying to install. Boom, not user error.
Yep.
Isn't
too
there a
much.
big hammer
Too much
in
porn.
Fortnite?
That's what it is.
I'm pretty sure there's a big hammer. Because I saw an action figure that had a hammer. Unless it was from a different
That's
game.
the pickaxes.
Yeah, they build stuff.
I know. Maybe I'm thinking pickaxe.
Could be. Sometimes they're hammers. Sometimes they're hamburgers. There's, pizza cutters. There's all sorts of stuff.
Whoa, pizza cutter? Sounds dangerous.
I
It's
gotta
a
say,
shooting game.
Yeah. Batman with a gun.
Hold on. Batman with a
Can
gun?
Can I play and only run around with a pizza cutter, and will I be successful?
I think PUBG might be the game for you.
If you get the drop on the last person in solos, you could probably go pickaxe only.
So I need to hide in a tree with my pizza cutter, hopefully wait for nobody to see me, and then just get them at the last second.
I'd be impressed.
Okay. This makes me want to stream and only try this, and then tell you how successful or unsuccessful it is.
I want to
That would
take
be my
bets on
review of
mostly unsuccessful.
I have faith in him.
I feel like
Someone needs to.
it'll go as well as Rust did.
Jesus Christ, Rust went fucking awful.
There was your first issue, playing Rust.
I still have nightmares.
Pain.
Chris, you were there for the Battle of Tunok 2, right?
Yes! Oh, yes! It was when we made our shitty little fort, and then the guy ran up playing this.
It was so bad. Are
It
you?
was so...
Is everyone familiar with Tunok 2?
Yeah.
Go look it up on YouTube. It's great. Somebody changed their microphone to blast music at us while we were being raided in Rust, and it was Tunok
by
2.
like 10 people.
Oh, is that that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
That's what it is.
So we couldn't hear ourselves talk because that was blasting over someone's speaker the whole time. And it was like 4 or 5 people trying to kill like the 3 of us. And we held
I
out
think we
for
killed a couple, right?
We did. We killed a couple. We held out as long as we could. We ended up retreating and getting killed. And
Yeah.
it'll forever be known as the Battle of Tunok 2.
It was a great game. Great time.
I'm starting to like the beer's starting to hit me now. I'm getting super sleepy. Would we be able to do the end game wrap up?
Oh yeah, we should do that.
Wait, do I get experience since I woke up?
Sure. Why not? I don't
You
care.
actually showed up, so
What? Did we conclude the current mystery?
Yeah.
absolutely not.
No! Good job.
Well-
I was hoping. Did we save someone from certain death or worse? And they have to
100%.
they have to be a non-player character.
No.
Then no, absolutely not.
Hey, wait.
We did protect. We did protect Jojo Siwa.
Well-
in the building.
Yeah, and I could have led Helena into that room with me, but I told her to hang back.
So
We've been over this. You cannot lead someone into danger and then save them from the danger.
that does
It
not
doesn't work.
count.
I didn't lead them into danger. I held them from going to the danger altogether.
But they were with you for the reason of being with you.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know. That's pretty convincing.
Did we learn
I
something
mean,
new and important about the world?
Flanagan has.
Rocket launchers hurt.
I think that's a known.
Vampires
I
are
don't think they
hurt,
do.
but not hurt by garlic.
I don't think
They're
garlic.
what? They're
I do not
cured?
think garlic came into play at all.
I didn't even get a chance to like breathe in his mouth or anything.
I don't think we learned anything new. I don't think we learned anything new. I can't even. There's nothing even minute that I can even argue about that.
Mm-mm.
Did we learn
We did
something
not.
Wait,
new?
so what the hell? This session was just combat and Chance getting blown up.
Yes.
That's the entirety.
Pretty much.
The life cycle of Chance. I take a rocket near me, die, and then get resurrected.
Did we learn something new and important about one of the hunters?
Yes.
Go
he's
on.
a luchador now.
He's a luchador now, or was he one the whole time?
That's
That's the mystery in his character moving forward.
Chance, you don't have to answer this question, but you can if you'd like.
Trance is still not completely in possession of all his wits yet.
in his heart of hearts. It was always.
In his heart of hearts, he might speak Spanish and wear a mask.
Heart of hearts.
Don't we all?
Always lingers for the ring.
For luchadors?
Is there anything else we learned about someone else?
No, not really.
We're
Rockets
not
hurt.
very.
I think this is our worst session so far.
Yeah.
Well, you answered.
Legitimately, I think this is our worst session so far.
Like, you did so good killing vampires, and then it all just went to shit.
Yeah.
So wait, did you guys like knock out a bunch of vampires and then it was like, oh, rocket, now someone died?
Yes. Exactly. That's exactly how it went down.
You want to give?
Yeah.
Do you want to give Constantine a quick recap of what happened?
So Chance spied some sort of glimmer across the street, and he focused in on it and noticed there was a sniper up, and that's why he snuck out the back and was trying to get the jump on the guy being a sniper, but Chance got a little overworked from the pressure and found a luchador mask in his pocket and donned it and made the mistake of announcing his presence to the vampire before trying his move.
Wait, the sniper had a rocket launcher.
Yes.
Is-
Well, we
is
thought
this
it was a
the-
sniper. Turns out it was just a vampire with a rocket launcher. Thought it was a sniper.
How do you make this mistake? I want to know. I really want to know. I see a glimmer over there. He is not holding a bazooka that's easily identifiable from very
Well, it
far
was
away.
hard. It was hard to make out. I believe that was one of his holds. Is what was the creature he was looking at,
So-
and all I could see were teeth. I believe, a big
Like-
hulking mass and teeth.
You could tell it was a vampire, and then when you got close, the low rolls started.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So he went from switchblade to high-powered rifle to, oh, it's gonna be that. You got a bazooka now. I mean, like, how many bad rolls does it take for the vampire to all of a sudden be inside a tank?
I mean, do you want to
One more.
Do you want to roll? You want to roll that one? So, you shouldn't be asking yourself how the vampire got a bazooka or why. Maybe why is a good one, but why would a vampire scout out the party with a bazooka?
So he can ignore the whole like invitation rule and just blow the hole open to get inside.
That's an idea.
I think Klaus is gonna show up. See, I'm just gonna point out, Klaus had like infinitely bad streaks of rolls and never faced a bazooka. I mean, I'm just pointing this out. Like, he leveled up like 2 times in a night before. Still no
Sorry.
bazooka.
So Chance may have faced a bazooka, but he rolled bad on a read a bad situation, and the vampire had a bazooka. He had every opportunity to walk away at that point.
Oh, that's
Chance was pretty cocksure he had the whole thing down, but he did not.
I mean, yeah, that kind of feels like it would feel disingenuous to walk into a situation and then it's like, oh, it's shittier than I thought. Back out. Our characters.
I want to
Works
tell
that
you,
way.
it is 100% okay to run away like a coward. I will call you a coward, but you might still be alive.
I would say a grand strategist if he runs away, if there's a bazooka there.
I don't think you need to be a grand strategist to see a bazooka point blank.
Fine.
Be like, I'm probably outgunned here. Let me walk back downstairs.
Did we
Chance
earn?
was sure he had it. He knew it.
Did we
it is
earn?
hard.
We're heroes, Sean.
1 XP.
We're
Did it-
heroes.
Thank God I finally leveled.
Excellent. How has Meldog learned from this entire clusterfuck?
I'm grabbing the Berserker skill.
Okay. What is that?
No matter how much harm you take, you can always keep going until the current fight is over. During a fight, the Keeper may not use harm moves on you, and you cannot die. When the fight ends, all harm takes effect as normal.
Yes.
So wait. Does all the harm just like add up?
So I can go into the negatives up until a point, so I can keep fighting. But as soon as the fight ends, it all comes rushing back.
Oh Jesus! This is how Melvin dies.
Yeah, but it's amazing.
If you want to go out in blaze of glory, I will facilitate the shit out of that.
I'm gonna Captain America keep on fighting.
I could do this all day.
I got America's ass.
No, it's not Captain America. You're definitely like the what is it, the Black Knight from Monty Python.
I'm subpar John Wick, alright?
You're definitely going to like lose your limbs and bite people's ankles. That's how it's gonna go.
I'm gonna
Instead, all
Then you
headshots
could
are
become
like
like
all
a
shoulder shots.
All headshots could be shoulder shots. So what
I
is
like that idea.
what is the
Bulldog
party's
takes
plan?
intense damage.
What is the party's plan? You've fought these vampires a lot. You fought them on your turf and then out in the field and then on your turf again. And then you've retreated again to your turf.
Well, Chance is pretty damn tired of these vampires. He has not fared very well with any of them at any point. in
That's
this.
fair. Like you've gotten your ass kicked a bunch.
Yeah, Chance is done with these. I don't want to
Done with
vampires anymore.
You're like, I'm gonna hang up my vampire fighting.
Yeah, when it comes
Badge.
to vampires, Chance checks out.
We just need to find the old man vampire, which I'm assuming, since Constantine is a vampire, we could use him.
yeah.
I'm
Seems
sure.
reasonable.
String and just
So how would Constantine know Old Man Vampire? Are you gonna do something sneaky?
Huh.
How would you even know where to go?
I don't know.
Wouldn't you
Good
know?
question.
Some weird blood.
Yeah, I don't know. With intuition, would I be driven? I can just walk around and see where I go.
You'd be walking in the street for days, be like, I wonder if I'm gonna go somewhere.
Well, okay. So, hypothetically, if we had an expert on vampires, they need like a lair, right? There's got to be a place these guys gather, and they've got to have a source of food.
Let me help out a little bit. This isn't just a vampire problem. This is a plague problem as well.
Plague is the original vampire. Stake him.
yeah. I think we kind of got that after the
Ooh!
cafe.
You know, I have like limitless resources. I am sure I could call somebody to figure out where to go.
Who are you gonna call to go figure out where Plague sets up camp?
The CDC.
Could I call? Wait. So, okay, I know the demon guy. What's his face?
The demon guy?
Knows.
Do you think the demon guy's in good shape right now? Didn't he just
No,
throw
no,
down with Jesus?
No, not that demon.
Oh.
Wait, did the actual demon guy that I call show up? That's who showed up?
I mean, he knocked Meldog into a wall.
That could be anybody. It could have been She-Hulk for all I know. But anyway,
And the kids in high school coming to beat me up for my lunch money, and
Like you were crumpled against a metal wall, and there's a flashback to Meldog being pinned against lockers.
a fixer. So, okay.
Like who?
Oh, wait.
Who the fuck could Constantine know that would know where one of the four horsemen of the apocalypse hang out?
I mean, well, okay. My demon guy would probably for sure know.
Yeah, but he just got his ass kicked by Jesus. Spoilers.
War would know, right?
Yeah, but he's dead. Ish. You gonna call war? You can't, like, you were there when he got his ass kicked.
Exactly.
You'd
why
be
would I
like,
misconduct?
hey, broski, I'm sorry we whipped your ass. Why don't you tell us where your brother's hanging out?
Yeah,
Is that how it's gonna go?
that's about how it would go.
What's his name? Bill? I don't know. The guy that hung up on you?
Yeah, he would probably know.
He would. Oh, I was going to use him as a like an anchor point for how much war would hang up on you. And it's a lot. If he even answered.
That's why I send him a text saying I have something you want.
Is it his car?
Whatever he wants, baby.
Yeah. I know where his car is.
Didn't you sold his car, didn't you? To the devil?
Yeah, but I know who has it. I didn't sell it to the devil. Remember, this is just like a demon guy.
Just a
writing it to the
demon.
devil.
He's just, he reports to somebody.
You don't deal directly with the big guys. That's not the way business works. Big guys are demanding. You go to like lower tier guys who are looking to make some advances.
So
of
is
their own.
Jesus a little guy or a big guy?
I mean, I would assume he's a little guy.
Okay. I only
I
asked.
don't know.
I only asked to find Constantine's perspective on him.
I mean, I figure if Constantine talks directly to them, they're not that powerful.
That's what.
Although
he thinks.
maybe, I don't know.
They're powerful enough.
I'm not paying.
They're not powerful enough where he hasn't got his ass kicked yet, right?
Basically, they're not quite powerful enough to just like snap and I disappear. That's kind of the. That's the level. Like, yes, they could kill me if they wanted to.
Like if they really wanted
But-
to, but like, why would they? Because they want because you're a dealer, right? You're useful. Something about
Utility is.
yeah.
I don't know. I could find somebody to call.
Well, think on it. I can't wait to hear who I get to play next.
I could just directly try and contact Plague too.
You could.
Is that a thing? Can you do that? Would that be dramatically appropriate?
Talking directly to the bad guy, trying to negotiate with them, probably.
I mean, that could be fun.
Thematically appropriate. What I can send him text messages or pictures of my ass and.
Well, hold on, Klaus. Klaus would send, buttergrams, but Constantine has a little more.
He would pay for premium subscription of Pornhub and send those asses.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
I'm getting going. I'm about to fall asleep over here.
We should use the Hale. That's who we should use. We know people want him for some reason. We can just use him as bait.
You're going to trade away a person. You were going to sell a person into slavery. Or death.
I mean, a person that manipulated my friend. Yes.
You would. Okay, so you draw the line at bad person.
I mean, I don't know to what extent he actually used Flanagan. Like, that's the worst part.
So, I mean, if you want to throw a person to the wolves, chase your bliss. That definitely makes you a bad person.
If I sold him to the demon, it makes me a bad person. Wasn't Teresa looking for him?
No, Teresa knows he's trash. He specifically called Zahale a trash person, but a useful one.
Trash bag. Man, this is hard. I have to think of a thematically appropriate way to get information to go find. I mean, I'm already a vampire. Like, there should be some. Maybe I'll just damn it. This would be a great time for net friends. Go to a forum. Hey, I'm a vampire. Is there anyone else?
You want to just go into the outside world and roll badly until you can level up and get net friends?
Oh God. I don't know. This is a tough one. Do you guys have any ideas?
Nope.
Who the hell can we contact?
Nope. I am at a full loss on what we should do next, to be quite honest.
Chance is just happy to be alive.
Okay. Lower tier vampire. I could do that. I could find a lower tier vampire who wants something that I could trade to for information. That's doable.
And you assume that this lowest or lower tier vampire reports directly to Plague. Are we back?
I think we're back.
Yay, Discord.
Did it crash for everybody or just me?
What the heck happened?
Everybody.
Everyone.
No, it crashed for me.
Ah. Okay, so let's think like medium tier. So somebody who's, doesn't have enough invested, but is also willing to try and do their own thing. Like, think corruptible gangster, basically. They're seeking more, but
So you want a vampire gangster?
well, not necessarily a vampire gangster, but somebody like that, like a mid-tier boss who would have information on the big guy, or could at least point us in that direction.
But who's motivated to tell you? So
They
that
want to do something. They want to do their own thing. Generally, if you're in an organization like that, you want to move up. You want power.
so you want someone that's low enough to where they know they want to rise up in the ranks, but also low enough to where they don't know the full capabilities of one of the four horsemen of the apocalypse, so they're willing to bet their life against it.
Yeah, we could go with an ignorant mid-tier person. It's possible that they don't know who he is, right? Do
Oh, they
all
don't
of
know.
the vampires know?
That's fair. I don't know if all vampires know who they report to directly. I don't know if Plague is the only vampire boss.
That's kind of my point. Like, it could be a houses thing. There's so many ways you could go with it. I'm looking for somebody corruptible who's elevated enough to have information, but also seeking more power, maybe on their own or something like that.
What is Constantine's dealings with vampires? He's been from an outsider's perspective, or from my perspective as the GM, I see him dealing with a lot of religious artifacts, but not necessarily supernatural monster shit.
Yeah, but vampires have religious history. That's kind of where they came from.
Okay.
They weren't like a supernatural thing. They were like a religious thing, like waking up from your burial, shit like that. That's why you have the crosses trope and all that stuff.
Okay, that's fair.
Crucifix and stuff like that. So tangentially related.
So you might know.
Who knows?
You might know something.
Maybe one of the apostles was the original vampire.
Oh shit.
Maybe Judas was the original
Oh
vampire.
shit.
Huh? What, like living forever, a pestilence? His atonement?
It happens. You're walking
Does
along you're walking along with Jesus, drinking the Kool-Aid, and then you get bit by a vampire, and you're like, "Fuck Jesus."
Is that what happened?
yeah.
I'm missing a part.
We've taken the Bible and turned it upside down and just thrown it out the window.
No, this is the Bible director's cut.
This is like
Backfire release.
this is the Snyder cut of the Bible.
There were a couple books missing,
We didn't get to read the book on vampires in the Bible. It was cut.
Yep, just cut it out.
Wait till we get to the book on zombies. That shit's gonna get crazy.
We're just gonna have all these lost Bible.
Oh, I'm already working on the next fourth horseman. What is that? There's war. There's plague. There's death. Pestilence. Pestilence kills crops, right? I got a good idea for pestilence then.
There's some pretty good, source material. Turning rivers to blood, there's some pretty.
Like pestilence is ruining crops and creating unable. What is it? Where you can't eat stuff. Food demic.
food gimmick.
I don't know.
Famine?
Famine. That's what I was thinking. Isn't,
Okay, we
isn't-
have war, famine, pestilence, and death.
Wait, war, famine, pestilence, and death. What is
Mhm.
plague?
Pestilence.
I guess pestilence maybe. Okay, maybe that's what you were going for.
That's probably
Yeah.
what I was going for.
Pestilence would be plague, so famine's the food one you're thinking about.
Famine's going to be fun. I can't wait to do famine. If y'all ever actually figure out plague.
So far, we're not doing a very good job.
If I...
Yeah, we'll do
Chance
that.
definitely is.
I can trade something to someone for information. That's
So with war, y'all were very proactive. You were active, like you would find a conflict, you would seek it out, and you try to de-escalate it. And I think you tried to do it like 3 times before you actually got him. But
we made it worse and may have mowed down some civilians with a Lambo. But, yeah.
But Plague has kept y'all on your toes because he hasn't been out causing mischief. He's been attacking y'all directly. This is like the second time he's come to y'all's doorstep and tried to like do whatever he's trying to do.
So, I think we should set a trap.
Okay.
That's not a bad idea.
Well, okay, you just got bazooka. So maybe. I don't know, maybe we should reconsider this plan. Flanagan, what do you think? Should we try to set a trap for a supernatural being that could easily take any one of us?
I'm willing to give it a shot.
Because I assume he's attacking us for a reason. And hypothetically, if he thought he beat us, wouldn't he show up to make sure the job's done?
That's probably fair.
The next episode, how Meldog dies because he's bait. So, okay.
I don't think Meldog got bit any, did he? Or wait, no, did he get 2 bites? Flanagan was the only one that didn't get bit. Everyone else just got like chomped on for like an entire episode.
In fact, not only did I not get bit, I ripped the fangs out of one of the vampires
No.
before I beheaded them, and I pocketed the fangs.
That seems kind of dangerous. If they're in your pocket, couldn't they like poke you?
I'm not worried.
You have chainmail pockets. Don't worry. So okay, I like the idea of setting a trap. Maybe that's what we could do. Because that would take advantage of the contacts.
Well,
Man.
what do you know about the vampires so far? Like, what have they been trying to do?
Kill us.
Like you specifically, every single time?
No, just fuck if I know. Flanagan's gone through a lot. All right.
Is this even the same Flanagan we knew?
No, this isn't even young Flanagan anymore. He's now Flanagan. He's the chosen Flanagan.
The chosen Flanagan. Oh god.
That means that there's also an unchosen Flanagan, a doppelganger running around from a different timeline.
God.
So, like, what have the vampires tried to do? Think about that.
Well, they tried to get what's his face?
They tried to get the teacher.
They tried to get the chosen one. So the chosen one could be bait. We know that from the.
And there he goes.
That might be. It's 10:40. I'm
I gotta
pretty,
get going.
Yeah, I'm pretty spent. So
All right, Chris, you missed it out. But bring those
Chosen
ideas
one
to
is
next week.
Chosen one is bait. That's what we're gonna do because they were
Yeah.
after the chosen one. Do they know that there's a new chosen one? I don't think they do, right?
I don't know, but we'll talk about it next time on Dragon Ball Z.
It's gonna be